Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is the Big Girl Diary. I have a funny one for you today. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. This is some way back stuff. Last night I was talking to my daughter and my mother, and my daughter was asking me some things about her father, about when we first met, first dinner. I was like, "Do you really want to?" Oh man. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Well, I don't think my ex-husband's ever gonna see my videos. He thinks they're boring. He never looked at them, but that's okay. Okay. All right. Okay. 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 When my ex-husband and I, when my boyfriend at the time, man, this was many moons ago, and oh man, we he invited me to his family's house. I wasn't prepared for this. I wasn't prepared. My ex-husband's from Nicaragua, and completely different culture. I mean, just so different. So, I met his father. His stepbrother found out that I knew him. His stepmother, of course, he was there. His brother and his stepfather and his brother were there because his stepfather and his step uncle were getting ready to move to go back to Mexico, where his mother was. His mother's from Nicaragua, but her husband is from Mexico. Okay, now we got that straightened out. Here comes the wild part. So we're sitting there eating, and I'm being introduced to different foods and trying different things, right? And I just know, I'm like, their drink, I mean, they were kicking it back. I mean, it was, I'm not a drinker, so I'm just like, okay. That's a. So, as I'm sitting there eating, everybody's standing up and talking and just having a good time. And next thing you know, you hear like a little, a little, a conversation that got a little louder, and then it turned into an argument between my ex-father-in-law and his stepson. Whatever happened, his stepson just punched his stepdad, and I'm like, oh snap, you know. And then my boyfriend gets on the couch and jumps on his stepbrother's back. Now let me see. They're about, my ex-husband's about maybe 5'10". He's average. His stepbrother's about the same height, and my ex-husband jumped on his back, and like, I don't know what he was doing, because I'm looking at the back, and next thing I know, I see his stepbrother come and punch him in the face, and his head went back, and then he took him from his shoulder and slammed him on the ground. So so my daughter was like, "Oh, so dad can't fight?" I said, "Well, he had great form as he was being tossed over his shoulder. His back was perfectly straight. His feet were ready to accept the blow of the fall." She was like, "Mom." Wait a minute. Oh man. Okay, wait. Excuse me. Oh man, but I'm like, like I don't believe what I'm seeing. Now everything should have told me. It was nice having a dinner, nice meeting your family. Let me exit stage left. No, I didn't. So we dated a little longer, and next thing you know, I get pregnant with my daughter. I'm like, oh my God, I wasn't planning on this. So, I said, look, we're going to have to get married. And I said, look, this is my belief. We're going to have to get married. And I'm not having any children out of wedlock. None of that mess. So, years later, I think my children was about 4, maybe 6 or 7, somewhere around there. And I get a call, and I find out that my husband is in jail. I'm like, what are you doing in jail? He was like, oh. He used to call me Baba, something, Baba. I'm like, I don't know what that is. Don't know what you're trying to communicate to. His English is perfect, way better than mine. Okay. Well, it comes out that when I discovered what the charge was, it was called a BWI. Only one other doily in the United States at that time got a BWI. This guy got it in California, and my husband got it over here on the East Coast. Okay, brace yourself. Operating a bike while intoxicated. Everyone laughed at him. The judge, the prosecutor, his lawyer. We're just laughing because it was so ridiculous. They're sitting there looking for case law for something like that, and they couldn't. So they charged him for a BWI, and they sent him to AA and all this other stuff. But just like, I'm looking like, you're the only doily. But and then I had to stop because as I thought back, it got more ridiculous. But I said, but your father had great form when he got slammed on the ground. Look, I have a wild imagination, but you can't make this up. I'm just like, why me? It could be anyone in the world, but it's me. So, if you had a wild day, I hope this right here brings you some laughter. A BWI. Not a DWI, a BWI. And then, while the police were behind him as he was swerving, and he hit a little pothole and went bam. And they picked him up. Face was messed up. Took him to the hospital. And then to jail. And it's like, oh man. But perfect slip. Oh man, maybe one day we can revisit that and talk to him. All right. Oh goodness gracious. So look, like, subscribe, and I thank you. And my subscribers, I really thank you for continuously supporting me. I really appreciate you. Almost close to 1,000. Those of you, please like and subscribe, because subscribing and liking, that's for free. On that note, I want to thank all of you for stopping by, and I hope you liked the story. And if you want to put something down, something funny that happened, something hilarious, please share. Bye bye.